This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
I thought it was supposed to be milder this week, Ayala.
Well,
Wasn't
it is during the day.
During the day.
If you can spend that window of time between like noon and about 4, you've noticed some temperature change.
That's the time to go like get cross-country skiing, snowshoeing.
Take your dog for a walk.
Go to the ODR. By the way, someone asked on the text line yesterday, what's an ODR? We've gotten that a couple of times. We throw out some, what would you call that when you use
an acronym?
There, thank you, Joe. We throw out acronyms all the time and just assume, right? But we shouldn't assume. Yeah, the outdoor rink. So during the day, Joe, is what you're saying is when it gets nice. Yes, I have noticed that, but it's certainly still getting cold, very cold overnight.
Really starts on Saturday. There's periods of snow expected. I think last I had seen about 5 centimeters.
On Saturday?
Yeah.
Wow.
But the temperature, the high, -8, minus low is going to be... or the low around -12. And then next week, the temperatures, the highs are around -12, -10, somewhere in there for the week.
Well, you're funny.
So next week will be a
little better.
Decent week. Yep.
Yeah. Funny, Joe, you'll appreciate this. I thought of you right away. So there's this GIF, whatever you call it, going around. Well, it's not going around. It's been around forever. And it's... It goes something like this. Whenever, I guess it would be more of a reel, and it goes something like this when I was death scrolling and I come across it. Whenever I ask my kids to be quiet because I'm going on a work call, this happens, and it's a shot from one of Steven Seagal's movies of him breaking a guy's arm and throwing him through a pane of glass, and it's hilarious. I see it all the time, and I've actually shared it. Because kids, it never fails. When you tell your kids you got to take a phone call, they always start being loud in the background. And
pets do it too, man.
Oh, yeah.
If you're they want attention and all of a sudden you're on the phone for too long, they'll let you know. They're scratching at your leg. And
you've actually said that's why you don't like to do like work teams meetings at home, because your Frenchie Stewie will get loud.
Yeah, and he wants to be part of the action. And I'm about to say, hey, if you want to take over the meeting, go ahead. I'll leave. But yeah, kids do it all the time for sure.
So I show my oldest this Steven Seagal. I'm like, this is so funny. Check this out. And I show him this reel. And he goes, Dad, what movie is that from? That's the stupidest looking action scene fight I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Are you kidding? I paid good money. You tell your kid I paid good money to see that on the silver screen at one point.
Absolutely. Seagal movies back in the day?
Yes, man.
Out for Justice, Above the Law, Marked for Death. Like I know he's fallen from grace, clearly, but he was a legend.
I'll tell you, it was one thing to go with your buds to a movie like that, but what a bonus if you could find a date that would go to a movie like that with you.
That wasn't happening. There's no girl who wants to go see that.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Call the Bone Phone and let her rip. It actually feels nice to finally say it out loud.
780-BONE.
Good morning, Bone Phone, PJV. I got a question for anybody that has anything to do with City of Winnipeg plowing services. Yes, I know my zone. No, they were not supposed to plow my road today, but they did. Parked cars. So they go around the parked cars. Yes, my street needed to get done. But why on planet Earth would you not tell the residents so they can move their vehicles so you could plow the road properly one time? What the serious
Now, that's one I haven't, I don't think I've seen before, not putting it on, like it's not in the know your zone.
Thank goodness.
But they do it anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, he laid it out there, so somebody might be able to respond on
we will.
The Boston Pizza text line.
We always get the answers on the text line or the next day on the Bone Phone.
There really isn't, no matter what the reason, there's never a good reason to feel those bumps on the road when those cars have been moved.
Yeah.
Like they just, it feels like an eternity by the time that gets done on your roads.
The banker Been a minute
Yeah.
since we heard from the banker. He wants to talk about the Jets and a little bit about a call we got yesterday.
Hey, the banker here. That Bobo call might have been the best call I've ever heard on the Bode phone. That was so funny.
Bobo
Bobo.
called yesterday.
We like Bobo.
He's fabulous. Maybe I'll play him again here this morning.
And the voice was awesome. And Dr. Hockey, if they go 6-2-2, they're going to end up for the next three groups of 10 games. They are going to be getting 91 points, which won't do it. So that's not going to happen. So it's not much of a prediction.
6-2.
All right. Have a good one, guys. Take care.
You know what? The banker knows numbers.
Does he ever?
That's
You
what he
just-
does.
Very natural coming out of his mouth, throwing those numbers
Yeah,
down.
he's definitely a ways from being like Rain Man on this program. The banker. We got to have a banker.
We do.
He's the man.
Yep.
6-2-2, though. That'd be an impressive fleet to do 3 times, and they still won't get in.
That's that when you dig yourself a hole. I mean, that's
Yeah, yeah.
perspective. How hot you have to get yourself back in things.
I'm okay with entertaining hockey the rest of the way, and they don't make the playoffs, but we end up with a good pick. As long as the games are entertaining.
That's right. Yeah.
Like the New Jersey game, pretty good game. They
Play
got a
hard.
victory. Yeah, play hard.
no more of those post-game press conferences where Arnie is like, that
Pond
was
hockey.
embarrassing. And
He
we
called
weren't. Yeah, pond hockey. He was not happy.
Oh, no.
Glenn, can you do it better than me?
Is it Glenn?
That's right.
Hey guys, it's Glenn. I was listening the other day, and I find it hilarious when Joe does his impression of Howard Manshine. And I've got one that I'd like to do for your consideration. Let me know what you guys think, all right? The year was 1979. The band, Van Halen. And a young Eddie Van Halen took the stage. Whoa. Eddie, thank you for the music. Thank you for the memories. How was that, guys? How about it?
Very good. Yeah.
Tell you, the cadence, the verbiage was great. If you can get your voice just a little lower.
That's the key.
Whoa, 1979.
My favorite thing.
Quintessential year for Van Halen. That was good, Glenn.
You're very good, yes. You do that anytime you want. We like the impressions. My favorite thing about H, the legend, the living legend, is, and you have to, like, if you know him well, so we're lucky enough to work with him. You've known him like your whole life, Joe. But
Yeah.
if he comes, like at staff meetings and stuff, like if he has something to tell you, he acts like he's giving you top secret information that he just got from like CSIS. And he has to pull you aside into like a corner of the room and whisper the info. Like, and it can
100%.
be something as simple as, are you going to the concert on Friday? Because I'll be there. But he
Yeah.
makes it seem like it's
Yeah.
a top secret conversation.
He'll lean in.
Oh, I love it.
I'll tell you right now, if you're at the Big Sugar show coming up, he's going to be there. And
Yeah.
if you ask them how he's doing, he's going to tell you, I am blessed. And I truly mean blessed. And he is. He's one of the best
Oh,
people you'll ever meet in
That's
this industry.
totally genuine
Yeah.
about age. That's, yeah. The whole Richard Dick thing from yesterday, where I was wondering, like, how the hell did we ever get Dick as a short form of Richard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. John with the J. Amazing. Thank you for asking. I just want to tell you that where that whole Dick Richard thing came from, that's just a myth.
Oh.
Okay? That's just a Richard whose nickname was Dick. You know, and that's probably because not for a good reason, might have been for a big reason, might have been for a small reason, might have been for an average reason. I'm not quite sure. But no, that's just a nickname that was given to a Richard. That, you know, like, anyways, that's a nickname that was given to me, and my name's John with a J. You know what I mean? Like, just ask my ex-wife. She'd tell you all the time. They should call me that all the time. That's just a legend. That's just a nickname you get when you're, you know, like I told you before. Now, here's my question from him. What size is he? How tall is he? Is he 6 feet? Because that would make him, you know, an above average size Dick. I'm 5'7". So, you know, what does that make me? You know what I mean? So anyways, yeah, okay, have a good day. Bye.
Glad we could all have fun with that. I swear to God, I did not mean for
No.
that conversation. Swear to God. I
You
had
were
no,
really looking for the
I was 100%.
originating reason.
So much so that I've Googled it. Richard became Dick through a medieval English trend of creating rhyming nicknames. Richard first shortened to Rick or Rich, and then Rick was playfully rhymed with Dick, similar to how Robert became Bob or William became Bill. with Dick being the rhyming.
That's what I said
nickname
yesterday.
That stuck with Rick.
Richard became Rick. Rick became Dick, and now all of a sudden I
Did
feel
you
like
really
Dr.
say
Seuss.
that?
If you go back on the tape,
Well, I don't know. I believe you.
I mentioned
believe
it
you.
because
Okay. We should have just gone.
I was just guessing. It wasn't going to get me an award or anything. A thesis.
Well, good. Solid guessing.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Here's what's trending
With Philly Joe and Vicky.
Doc Martens and Metallica have joined forces for a new shoe and boot collection that features multiple styles. Did you ever do Doc Martens back in the day, Joe? I mean, I know people still wear them, but for me, growing up, there was it was a style, man, and they were expensive, and I assume they still are.
I would assume that everybody had to have a pair of Doc Marten at some point in their life. But yeah, they're still in style, and I know because both the boys have a pair. They're not cheap,
no,
but there used to be the Knock Martens, if you remember, and those were a lot cheaper than the original because they had the different style. They had the high boot, right, and then there's the regular shoe.
Yeah.
So they've never really gone away.
No, and they've been around forever, and they have a look, like a certain look, and like with the right outfit or whatever. That
sure,
they're sharp. Anyway, the boot, these Doc Marten Metallica Doc Martens come in 2 editions, with the first being a standard style featuring artwork from Metallica's Damaged Justice tour. An alternate version is a black on black edition inspired by the Black Album. The shoe, meanwhile, features artwork from the Damage Inc. tour. When I was reading this story, they had some photos of the Metallica Doc Martens. Oh, they look killer. Like
for sure.
They're beautiful. I don't even know if you wear those, Joe. You buy them, you put them like maybe on display or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, the shoe resale business is huge too, right? All these collaborations, people buy them. It's like you're buying stock.
Yeah.
And then they'll move them. But yeah, it's a collector piece. You'll see some people wear them. I'm sure it's the parts of this Metallica tour. I'm waiting for that collaboration from one of the older rock bands that, have been around forever with New Balance. And they do something with the white running shoe, something a little bit more comfortable that if you got to stand at one of their concerts, like the Stones. The Stones could do a New Balance collaboration now because you got to stand at a show. You got to feel it, right?
The Stones are almost too cool. I think it's got to be like a fog hat, New Balance shoe.
I love it. Just in honor of Vicki. Vicki loves her late night television.
She does, yes. Big Conan fan.
Yeah, she is. And I'll tell you what, these two, I can't believe that on the same night you'd have to make a decision because we're both Kaylee Cuoco fans.
We are, yeah.
She's on Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight. And Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson is on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon tonight. Can you believe it?
I would probably go with Liam Neeson. I want to know where his career's headed. Is he, maybe they'll ask him because there was that rumor that he was going to stop doing action movies.
Yeah.
But
we
Kaylee
just wrote a
Cuoco,
good one last week.
She's a fabulous actress. Like,
She's
all
very
kidding
good.
aside.
Been around?
Yeah, no doubt.
So here's the follow-up. Patrick Dempsey on Jimmy Fallon. He's got that new show, right? The Diary of a Hitman or something that he's doing. And then Kermit the Frog is on with Kaylee Cuoco tonight. Can you imagine?
Will Kermit be sitting beside Kaylee?
Who wouldn't?
Yeah. That's it, Joe?
That's it.
That's what's scrolling.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
It's Philly Joe and Vicky. Vicky vacationing. You said there's an Instagram story? She's in Mexico?
She showed a great picture of the pool and the view from the pool.
I don't need to see that.
Aesthetically, that shows you the ocean. No, I feel for Vicky and anybody that gets to get away and break up the winter. I know, because you could go south with it and just go, I can't see that. It's cold.
Well, my feed is full of them. Like and you know what? I would be doing the same thing. Just like, being completely honest. Of course, we would all. I don't blame you. But when we're sitting here, what's the wind chill this morning?
Oh, it's only minus 36.
And you open up your social media and there it is, pools and beaches and sunsets, and you're like, oh.
What's interesting with Vicky, every week she lets us know what's happening around town too, right?
Yeah.
So the best part is the first part of her story is what's happening in Winnipeg, and then I'm going, but you're not even here, and then boom, there's the picture.
She hits us with a gorgeous photo.
You think she's going to bring us anything back? You brought this up yesterday.
Well, I'm wondering, I'm going to go to her story right now, and I'm gonna slide into her DMs and say, "What are you bringing back for us?" Like, I think she thought we were joking when I said, "Bring something back." I don't care if it's just an "I Love Mexico" shirt.
I will tell you
want
this.
something.
That's not Vicki. That's not creative enough. You know what you'll get? You'll get something like a box of macadamia nuts or whatever that come from the area
I'll
she's
take
at.
it.
No, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like she's
yeah.
creative. Guys like you and I are looking for the 3 T-shirts for $10 deal that we can bring back. I will tell you this. You brought up a great story yesterday about how your parents used to travel a lot.
Oh my God, yeah.
What did they bring you back?
They brought. So I've always accused them that my younger brother is their favorite. And they
it sounds
show
like
up,
it with this story.
100%. They deny it. They show up from Cuba or home from Cuba. They go, "Oh, we brought you guys something. You got to come over and look at our 5,000 pictures so we can give you our presents." They hand me a shirt. I swear to God, I love Cuba. Then they go, "And we got you this, Michael, my younger brother. It's like a 40-ounce bottle of Cuban rum."
Right from yeah.
I
Authentic.
literally, my jaw dropped. I'm like, what? I get a shirt. He gets booze.
You got the T-shirt. I'll never forget this because how do you even say anything? It was one of my older aunts, and they used to do road trips. Never been on a plane, and they drove down to Arizona. Okay.
Yeah.
And she came back, and I'm just her nephew, and she brought me back. I'm not even joking. Placemats, dinner placemats. They're laminated. Okay, plastic. Of a map of Arizona. And I'm sitting there going, I don't even know what I do with these. And I hope they never come over for dinner because they're going to be wondering where the laminated placemats were.
You don't put those out for dinner?
A set of 6 laminated placemats from Arizona. I don't even know how you even have those up for sale in some tourist spot in Arizona. But
when you go,
God bless them for thinking of bringing you something.
So, but do people feel pressure to, like, is that a thing still? You bring
I don't think it was
stuff
like
back?
it used to.
No?
I think it was back in the day, like,
Well,
you know.
I look, it's a nice gesture, but usually it's if you're, like, we're not house sitting for her.
No.
Maybe we got to do, like, hey, tell our guy we're coming over to make sure everything's going okay over there. You mentioned having a party over there.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about it, but I think a lot of parents do that for their kids, maybe.
Okay.
I remember even going to Vegas one time, and Christy said, "Oh, we got to stop in here at the Hershey store and pick up something for the boys or something." I said, "What? They don't have chocolate at home?" Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just stuff like that.
It's
So,
just a gesture. Okay, well, what should we expect? Do you do it? We got a lot of listeners who travel. Do you bring something back for someone in your life?
I don't.
You don't.
No, not anymore.
762-555. Should we expect something from Vicki? What should we suggest that she bring us back?
From Mexico.
Yeah, like I'm gonna let her know. Like, hey, we wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
something.
Hold off on the DM till we get some good ideas.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
A lot of great texts coming in on some suggestions for gift ideas for Vicki to bring back for you and I.
What we'll do is we'll compile a list. She doesn't know what's coming, and we're going to DM her when she, like, because she's going to be posting some amazing pictures from her vacay, and we'll send her a list. Hey, Vicki, here's an option. Here's a bunch of options for gifts that you can bring us back from your trip.
You can't be sitting by the pool or the ocean every day. Like, it's all inclusive.
She's going to go shopping at some point.
We're doing her a favor. Getting the are we?
Have to look at it that way. We're helping her.
Keeping her active.
Hey, and if you follow her on social media and you see a photo, like, don't be afraid to say, hey, what are you bringing back for the guys?
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't hurt.
She'd love that. Yeah.
You want to look at some of these ideas? Because I'm telling you.
A couple of huge matching sombreros would be awesome. That came in from Tommy on the text line.
Nothing wrong with that. It'll remind me of 2 of her favorites, Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Yes.
You know, when they wore them with the 3 amigos, right?
You
Wasn't
and I
that
cruising around town in sombreros?
Yeah.
Be amazing.
Couldn't get in your car. You couldn't get in your truck with one wearing it. You'd have to put it on after.
You got to take that sombrero off and put it in the passenger seat while you drive. Yeah, okay.
She should bring you coffee and or tequila. I like that. You can have my coffee, but tequila, right from Mexico?
Rarely would I say this, but I would take the coffee. You have the you can have the tequila.
Nothing wrong with that. This is a good one. Because it involves chips. Ruffles Queso chips. This is Matt.
Yeah.
He and his wife bring back Ruffles queso chips from Mexico. You can't get them around here. They are amazing. He goes, LOL.
Oh, yeah.
Claim that at Customs, Vicki.
Someone telling her to go to a grocery store
Yeah.
and get like some authentic food that you can't get here. We like food. We like chips. We like coffee. A luchador mask straight out of Mexico.
Yeah, she can't bring us one because remember our buddy Zimmer. Zimmer, when he moved from Headingley out to Traverse Bay, brought us in a couple of luchador masks, and we said, like, who's worn these before us? He says, I don't know. I just found them. I thought you guys would want them.
That isn't the most random thing we've ever been given in our lives. Who does that? First of all, who's cleaning out their garage and finds old luchador masks and then takes the step to give them to their buddy?
They're a big seller in Mexico, obviously, and who knows, but yeah.
We would take any and all of those.
I think
they're
I
great
should
ideas.
get tequila as somebody. Todd, I think Todd's got a great one here. Just to keep it with the theme of your life on people bringing you gifts, I should get tequila, and Vicki should get you an I Heart Mexico t-shirt.
That would be just...
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Limp Bizkit, Roland, 92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station. Text message. Could you also maybe send Vicki a message circa 2012? I was down in Cancun, lost a pair of Oakleys that I was really attached to back then. They were baby blue. I lost them at Senior Frogs. Can you maybe see if she could find them there?
Well, at least Vicki, if she has time, should go to the Lost and Found.
Why not?
At the front.
She
and
has
ask,
nothing but time. She's on vacation. I'll send her this.
Baby blue Oakleys.
Copy and paste.
Not your usual color.
Hey, Vix. No, you're on vacation.
Hold on.
When you're not looking for gifts for Joe and I, could you look for this dude's shades?
She's great at time management.
She is.
Good chance she's going to do it all on the same day.
Yes, she'll do that. She's awesome. She's a nice person. She'll do it. Okay, I'll send that to her. Now we gotta whittle this down. You got a list what we want for gifts from her when she comes back?
I don't even want to give her a list now. I want to make it easy on her. I'm just going with tequila for myself. What would you like?
You know what?
Coffee?
Truth be told, coffee or tequila. I would take either or both.
Yeah. And somebody here, Ken, says you can have the best of both worlds. Kill two birds with one gift. Coffee-flavored Patron. Oh.
That'd be okay. A stuffed iguana. Yeah, you put that on the mantle.
That might cause her some issues at customs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I want to make it easy on her.
Mm-hmm. And then as far as that luchador mask goes, our boss weighed in, Iron Mike, because he's a big, like the biggest wrestling fan you've ever met.
He's
Iron
got
Mike.
7 of them already.
He's already got 7 luchador masks, and he sent us a message saying, hey, listen, if you're sending, gift suggestions for Vicki, I'm the boss. I want to be in on this. Tell her I'd love a couple of more luchador masks.
That's got to be a weird-looking room there at Iron Mike's house with all those mannequin heads with a luchador mask on them. You know what I mean? Like you're at a hair salon.
I've never talked to Mike about this, but there's no way those are on display anywhere where his wife hangs out. There's no chance, right? They're buried somewhere.
I think they might live in different homes now.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Brand new survey, 2,000 men were asked, and 20% of them said they wish they had this talent/skill. They wish they could do this.
How many?
1/5.
1/5. 1/5 of men said they wish they could do this.
Yeah, is there something, in honor of Liam Neeson, who has that skill set, he's on Fallon tonight. What skill set do you wish you had?
I bet bend your knees, like bend your legs isn't on there.
No, but you've dealt with something that nobody in the world had ever talked about, stiff leg syndrome.
Yeah.
I named it, but you live it. It's your affliction.
Yeah, unbendable legs.
Yeah.
But I know that's not going to be on there because this is not very common.
That's right. We'll take that off right there. I'll give you that one right off the get-go as a mulligan guess.
It's a great start. 780 City, 780-2484. Megadeth tickets on the line. Go ahead with your guess.
What about playing an instrument?
No, actually, nothing about instruments.
Pull out the guitar around the fire.
Yeah, you know what? Was it you I was telling off the air? I'd like to learn how to play guitar.
I think you told us on air.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think it was my wife that kind of rolled her eyes going, oh, really?
I could see it. Why? I would love that.
Yeah, it's just something. Like, there's probably other things I could do, but it involves sitting, I thought at first. So I thought that
you're sitting.
My mind went right there to sitting.
Not a lot of effort. Good morning. Do you have a guess for us?
I'll take Philly for a lifeline.
A skill that 1/5 of men wish they had. Well, let's go right to like carpentry, the ability to build a deck or fix something around the house.
Believe it or not, no.
Probably more men. That's why you're.
Yeah, that number could be higher. Yeah.
This is 1/5. So 780 City, 780-2484. Hello.
Could I get Philly?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We're going to run out of guesses fast. We only have one lifeline today.
Yeah.
You.
But I mean, there's a lot of options.
Yes.
For something like this. See, back in the day might be a stick shift, but not today. Not. I won't. That's not my guess because there's fewer and fewer standard vehicles,
Yeah.
so you just don't hear people talking about that as much. Like more computer savvy.
No, not computer savvy.
Be able to fix those tech problems on your own without calling an engineer and
Oh.
having them tell you to reboot.
Yeah.
Good morning, City.
Morning. I'll take Philly for a
Oh
lifeline,
my
please.
God.
That's what I'm saying. There's only the one lifeline. You don't get any reprieve today.
Is it something that I can do? Do you think I would wish I could do it?
To be honest, I don't know if you can do this or not. I don't know the answer to this. Like, I'll give you one answer. Singing, okay?
Yeah.
I know anybody can say they can sing, but can they really sing? Well, that's on this list, but
How
you
about
can
dancing?
sing. Dancing's on the list, but not number one.
Oh, okay. See, now I think I'm getting,
A little warmer.
A little warmer, yep.
Did some stretching there. The legs are bending a bit. The mind's bending.
They say you should stretch more, but I never.
No, we tried that once. There's a video that proved it once.
Good morning.
Morning. Oh boy, I was going to say cooking, but that's probably not it.
It's cooking's on the list. That's a good guess.
Yeah, it's not cooking.
No.
Good guess though. Thanks for playing.
Cooking, singing, dancing. We nailed those.
Hello there.
Hi, is it change a tire?
No, that number might be higher. I don't know.
Is it anything to do with getting your hands dirty, like a blue collar skill, or is that too much of a hint?
It's not.
Okay,
I'll give you that.
That's a good hint. 780 City for Megadeth tickets. Go ahead.
Holy, you got me stumped. So, Philly, give me a guess.
20% of men say they wish they had this talent or skill. They wish they could do this.
Oh, speak another language.
No, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Completely useless question. You're on the air. Go ahead. City.
My guess was just guess. So can I use a lifeline?
You sure can.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. That's this is fun being the lifeline every other caller. They wish. Let's go with they wish they could skate because there are people who don't know how to skate, never learn.
I'm one of them. I don't know how to skate.
Yeah,
but it's not it. No.
Okay.
No.
Sorry about that.
That's a good guess.
Is it?
Sure.
Is that it?
No, it's not close, but it was a good guess.
Thank you.
I thought it was.
Good morning.
Good morning. Tie a tie.
No.
Oh, good one.
No, it's
Okay.
not tie a tie. That's
you and
a great
I
one.
have that in common that we used to. Well, you probably. I don't know if you still do. You go to your dad's house
Well-
before you go out to get him to tie the tie. I used to do that.
I used to leave the loop, so I just
Yeah.
over my fat head. But no, now I know how to do a tie. I just learned about 3 years ago
Your
to tie
head's
a
not
tie.
that fat.
Thanks, I appreciate
Too
it.
hard on yourself. Good morning, City.
So nice.
Good morning. Can I hear the question again?
Yeah, 20% of men say they wish they had this skill. I will tell you this. You probably learned it in home ec if you learned this skill in school.
Oh, I think I might have a guess. Good morning.
Morning. I'll take Bill.
Sewing.
Ha ha.
Yeah.
20% of men said they wish they could sew because, a button on a shirt, a rip.
Hem your own jeans.
Hem your own jeans, yeah. Yeah. 20%
I remember
of men.
making the little cushion. You'd make a pillow in in sewing class.
See, we never had sewing in home ec
You
when
didn't?
I was there. And then it came part of it a few years Listen, I learned how to do a mac and cheese bake in cooking. We thought that was like the end all be all. Foods
is the best.
Oh, it was.
Like right behind Jim.
But
Foods
sewing
is the best.
would be such a good skill to have.
Yeah.
And 20% of men. So you got it. What's your name?
Ed.
Way to go, Ed.
Big Ed, you're going to Megadeth.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center. Here's what we learned today with Philly Joe and Vicki.
We are compiling a list of gifts that we think Vicki should bring back for us from her trip to Mexico.
It's the least we could do
Yeah.
to make her trip a little less stressful. Why should she spend most of the 7 days thinking about us when she could be thinking about herself and having fun with her friends, knowing that we took the weight off her shoulders about what to bring us back?
It's like sending a Christmas list to, like your folks or Santa.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want people shopping aimlessly. You want them to be able to do it fast. So we're sending her a list. And, leading the way was coffee, tequila, also luchador masks came up.
I didn't even know they had this, but somebody mentioned Ruffle queso chips.
Right. And we're going to DM her that. And hopefully she can get right on that. I got to be honest, I'm already looking forward to these gifts. It's going to be very exciting. 20% of men, this was from the completely useless question, 20% of men wish they could sew.
Yeah, that was what skill? What skill would they like to learn?
What about crocheting, like your grandma used to do?
You got to have a little bit more time on your hands for crocheting, I found. But you know what? If there's a time you came in here and offered me a pair of slippers that my grandmother would make and have at the front door in a basket, that when you went over to her house, if there was a way you could tear your ACL or MCL, it was putting those on, walking on a newly waxed floor. You could skate inside the house.
Watching like your grandma crochet?
Oh,
like
yeah.
and how quick their hands move?
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Yeah. My mom could crochet too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she picked it up.
She make you some
later.
sweaters to wear to school?
No, thank God.
They're making a Metallica-themed Doc Martin boot. Mm-hmm. It looks awesome.
I think they should have a line, Doc Martin, with different collaborations with different artists in the rock world, and call it like the Doc Rock Martin.
Why not okay, that's a great idea, and there's so many other bands that you could do.
You just give me one of those, there's no such thing as a bad idea, Joe?
I did, yes. Usually that's you telling me. What about cowboy boots with Motley Crue theme?
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
I don't think Doc Martin makes cowboy boots.
No, I don't think they do. But Doc Martin sounds like a good cowboy name.
That's true. Snow in the forecast over the next few days, JoJo?
Well, 30% chance today, but we're going to get some on Saturday when the temperature gets better. It's going to be a high of -8, and I think they were calling for at least 5 centimeters on Saturday.
Oh, wow. Okay. And the lineup for Rockin' the Fields in Minnedosa has been announced. We announced it about an hour ago. No, over an hour ago.
Yeah, it's all online if you want to see that. But Collective Soul, Cheap Trick, Quiet Riot, let's go with Helix, just to name a few. Mm-hmm. There's a whole list of bands coming and more to come. And tickets go on sale and camping information Friday, February 13th.
Did I ever tell you about the time I got lost at Sunfest way back in the day? On site?
On site?
After a concert?
In Gimli?
On site. I'm
motorsport.
Walking away from the stage to my campsite. I got so lost, I had to ask security for help back to my site.
There was no way I was up on stage calling out your name as a lost. We've lost a young man.
He's about 22.
He seems to be weaving in and out of.
He's hammered. And his friends come and get him. That's what we learned today.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
For more Philly Joe and Vicki, lock it into 92.1 City weekday morning 6 to 10.